Hello and a very good welcome to Cricket Next. A very good morning to all our viewers. You are watching the morning bulletin with me, Karabali, and we are here with some latest news in the cricketing world. From the cricketing world, the latest hot topic as of now, as you all know, is the WTC final. That is the World Test Championship final. We have just witnessed an amazing 2 month long IPL where CSK turned out to be the winner, turned out to be the fifth time champions. MS Dhoni leading his side to a title victory for the fifth time. But now all our focus has collectively shifted to WTC final. As I have been used to saying that various team fans, that is the Chennai fans, Mumbai fans, RCB fans, Kolkata fans, Rajasthan fans, Gujarat fans, we all have come together now as Indian fans to support the Indian cricket team for the WTC final, which is to be played from 7th of June. So exactly a week from now, India will be playing Australia at the Oval Cricket Ground in the WTC final, and they'll be aiming to lift that ICC Test mace, which they almost had the last time, but unfortunately they lost to New Zealand in the finals in 2021. But this time Indian team is looking good. So is the Australian team. It will be a crackerjacker of a match. Both the teams are in great form right now. Both the teams have some big stalwarts. So it will be a very interesting match to see. So there are a lot of statements, a lot of talks about the WTC final, and as you know, when there are talks, there are a lot of statements that come from former cricketers or cricket experts. Meanwhile, Sunil Gavaskar has said that Cheteshwar Pujara will be a very important key in all this, and not just because the experience that he brings into the side for over the years, the amount of years this guy has played for India, but the fact that while every player, almost every player in the Test squad was busy playing T20 in the IPL, smashing sixes and fours and playing at the striker of what 150, 200. Cheteshwar Pujara was the one player who was in England playing county cricket, playing with the red ball cricket, playing with the Duke ball, which Indian team would be playing. So his experience, his game time that he has earned in the last few weeks in England in the county season will help India a lot. Cheteshwar Pujara was the leader of Sussex. He was captaining Sussex in England and he was scoring centuries at will. He has been in a great form in the county season. In the 8 matches in the ongoing county season now, Cheteshwar Pujara is practicing with the Indian team, but before this, he had played 8 matches and he has accumulated 545 runs in just 8 matches at an average of 68.12, which includes 3 centuries and 150s. So you can tell the kind of a form in which Shekhar Pujara is and how important is his form, his experience, his reading of the conditions and the pitch is for the team. He'll be helping the Indian team with all the, you know, how will the conditions play, how will the pitch play at the Oval. Sunil Gavaskar said, and I quote him, he said, the fact that he has been around will mean that the fact that he has been around will mean that he will also have seen now how the pitch has been behaving at the Oval. He might not have played at the Oval. He might be in Sussex, not too far away from London, but he will have kept an eye on what is happening, and his inputs will be invaluable as far as the batting unit is concerned, or even as far as the captaincy is concerned. So, as Sunil Gavaskar said, not just the batting department, but also for a captain, for Rohit Sharma, Pujara's inputs would be great, even though he didn't play at the old cricket ground where the final would be played. But the fact that he was playing around that stadium, was in London, he was playing throughout the country of England, his inputs off the pitch and the conditions would be invaluable to both the batters in the team, the other batters in the team, and the captain Rohit Sharma. And one more thing, while Pujara was playing at Sussex, there was one more team member of his in Sussex, which was who was Steve Smith. Yeah, the Australian batter, one of the most dangerous test batters in today's era, one of the best test batters in today's era, was also in the Sussex team, and he shared the dressing room with Cheteshwar Pujara. So Cheteshwar Pujara also would have that, you can say, tips and tricks, because he would have seen Smith in nets and vice versa. Smith would also have seen Chiteshwar Pujara in nets, but Chiteshwar Pujara's inputs regarding Steve Smith's techniques, or rather his weakness in the current form in which Steve Smith is, might be really, really, really helpful for the Indian team and the Indian bowlers. So we'll have to wait and see what role Pujara plays in all this, and uh, whether his experience of playing county in the last few weeks will help the Indian team or not. And while we are talking about the WTC final and the preparation, there are fresh videos and photos coming off from England. Even Rajasthan Royals and Yashasvi Jaiswal collaborated and posted a video on Instagram, which ICC also shared, in which we can see Yashasvi Jaiswal doing his first practice with the Indian cricket team, with the senior Indian cricket team. He did his first practice session with the senior Indian cricket team, and we can see him playing Ashwin in the nets, and Ashwin guiding him. After every ball or two, Ashwin walks up to Jaiswal and talks to him, tells him, gives him tips as to how he can play, what Ashwin is trying to do, and that is what the beauty of all this, because a senior player like Ravichandran Ashwin bowls to a youngster, a debutant, in a sense that he's practicing for the first time with the Indian senior Indian cricket team, and Ashwin walking up to him and guiding him and giving him tips. And after that, we saw the push in the clip where we saw Yashasvi Jaiswal and Virat Kohli on an open ground on the pitch talking, where Virat Kohli could be seen shadow batting and telling Yashasvi Jaiswal certain things as to how he can play, he should play in England. Obviously, we couldn't hear what the two players were talking about, but we could see Virat Kohli giving him tips, guiding him, and teaching the youngster as to how he can play. Virat Kohli is probably one of the most experienced player going around. He has been in the Indian cricket scene for more than 15 years now. So a player like Virat Kohli, the great of the game, the legend of the current era, sharing his tip and telling his experience, the way he has played over the years, giving tips to a youngster. It's always, always, always very, very important for every youngster to bask in the glory, to bask in the sunlight of a senior and learn as much as he can from him. So it is a great opportunity, even though Yashasvi Jaiswal is in the reserve squad with Mukesh Kumar and Suryakumar Yadav, but still the time he spends in the dressing room or in the nets or during the practice session with these legends, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, and the other legends, Ashwin, as I said, Chiteshwar Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane also now. So it will be a great, great, great platform for someone like Yashasvi Jaiswal to learn and improve his game from here on. Uh, so yeah, Indian team is in England. They have been practicing. The match starts in exactly 1 week now, so we will all be hoping for a great match, and we will be hoping for the rain to stay away in England. Now coming back to India, Shikhar Dhawan yesterday posted a photo of him and Rishabh Pant from the NCA in Bengaluru. Shikhar Dhawan came to NCA for certain preparations, for practicing and keeping himself fit. And when he came to NCA Bengaluru, he met Rishabh Pant, who is also recovering after that horrific accident that Rishabh Pant had in December last year. It's been what 6 months, almost 6 months since that accident, and as per a report, it is being said that Pant is expected to return sooner than originally expected, and he was expected to undergo minor surgery. But given his speedy recovery, there won't be a necessity for Pant to go under the knife. So there was a surgery planned for Rishabh Pant, a minor surgery, but the way Rishabh Pant has been recovering, in the speed in which Rishabh Pant has been recovering, there might be chances that surgery won't be there. सर्जरी की ज़रूरत इतनी ना पड़े, because he has been recovering quite a quick and a good way, which is good considering his condition. He's currently at NCA. He was in the Mumbai last week. He may have visited Mumbai for consultation regarding his recovery. He was at after his accident. He was brought to Kokilabein Hospital from there, where his treatment, his surgeries were done under the surveillance of BCCI. So he's currently in NCA Bengaluru recovering, doing the warm ups and physiotherapy and everything, and bringing his fitness back to what it was before the accident. But it's good to see that the surgery and the way he's been recovering, it's a very, very good sign for the Indian cricket team, and he can recover. He's expected to return sooner than later, because earlier his recovery time was said to be a very, very long period, 1.5 year, good 1.5 year. But with the way he's recovering, there might be a chance that he can come on the field sooner than expected. But we'll have to wait and see. This is something we know. Obviously, Shipant or the BCCI or the nuclear team would not like to rush. It was a pretty serious accident, and the body has taken certain blows, especially his knees. And being a wicketkeeper, you can't take that risk. You want a body to recover fully before coming onto the field and playing a game like cricket, which every game takes a toll on your body. Uh, we have comments with us. Nandan Singh asks, can India win WTC championship? It can. Why not? Why can't India win WTC champion? I mean, they came close last time too against New Zealand. So there are very good chances for India to win, but you then can't take Australia for granted, because Australia, in English conditions, with the Duke ball, Hazelwood, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, Bolland, it is a pretty serious lineup, Nandan, and Indian batting lineup with Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill both are in the form of their life. Virat Kohli is again coming close to his peak, if not at his peak right now, and Shubman Gill in the kind of a form that he is in, and also Chiteshwar Pujara, as I just said earlier, that he has been scoring centuries, 3 centuries and 150 in the English conditions in the last few weeks in the county season. So Nandan, India can win WTC champion. There's no doubt. It's not a weak team. It's a very, very, very strong team, probably as strong as Australia. But then Test match is such that you have to be good throughout the 5 days. You have to be consistent throughout the 5 days. Uh, it's not a T20 that you can come and smash and you can win. It requires consistency. It requires patience. As the players themselves say, that Test cricket is the real test of their capability, because they have to wake up every morning for 5 days and have that motivation to be as good as they were on the very first day. So it will be a very, very, very tough competition. But Nandan, as again I would say, India has a very good chance to win against Australia. All we can do is be optimistic, back our team, and believe that they can do it. It won't be an easy task. It won't be a cakewalk. But Indian team, we believe that Indian team can certainly win this WTC championship. Um, it's a bit tough considering the fact that we don't have Jasprit Bumrah with us or Rishabh Pant with us. But I guess we have seen during the 2020 and 2021 Border Basket Trophy in Australia that Indian teams won't back down just because of injuries. Despite of injuries, they would come ahead and win, especially against Australia. So that mental advantage India would be having. So yeah, and then we'll be hoping that India wins. They can certainly win. Thank you for asking your question. You guys can also ask your questions or give your opinions in the comment section. We will talk about that. And then moving on, another hot topic these days, that is the Asia Cup. There has been a long debate of where will the Asia Cup be played. Pakistan, who has the hosting rights, uh, have a certain opinion. They said that we can have the hybrid model where few matches for the first few matches will be played in Pakistan. Then all the matches can shift to UAE if they like, if they want. But in the BCCI and the other cricket boards have straight away refused, saying that it's not possible. Logistically, it's not possible because hybrid model involves logistics and a lot of financial planning and a lot of traveling. And since the Asia Cup is also a ODI format this time, since it's the ODI World Cup year, so playing for 6 hours and then traveling to different cities, different countries, it would be very very tough. So hybrid model doesn't cut the case, but. Sri Lanka cricket, meanwhile, has reportedly said that it's prepared to host the tournament should the need arise. So they are prepared to host the Asia Cup 2023 at a short notice if the need arises. Uh, Sri Lanka has said a certain member from the Sri Lankan Cricket Committee has said the future of the Asia Cup 2023 will be decided once. Sorry, this is what the BCCI has said that the future of the Asia Cup 2023 will be decided once we have a meeting with the ACC members and the associate nations. Emergent ACC meeting likely in the next 7 to 10 days from now on, in person or virtual. But a meeting is likely to be called where views of the other members of the ACC on Asia Cup will also be shared and discussed. Uh, this is what is being said. Okay, BCCI has said that a meeting would, even Jayasha said that meeting would soon likely to happen in the next 7 to 10 days, where the opinions of all the members of the ACC, that is the Asian Cricket Council, will be taken of their opinion on where should the Asia Cup 2023 where it should be played, and then the decision would be taken. Meanwhile, as I said, Sri Lankan cricket is ready. They are ready to host the tournament. We'll have to wait and see. There are very high chances that it might go to Sri Lanka only because then we'll have to see how this PCB reacts, because earlier they were on the stance that if the Asia Cup is not played in Pakistan, they'll not travel to India for the ODI World Cup. But it's very unlikely that this will happen because World Cup is an ICC tournament, and in order to boycott an ICC tournament, it requires a lot of stuff. And whereas Asia Cup is just the ACC, Asian Cricket Council tournament, so uh, we'll have to wait and see how it turns out. Um, we had IPL for 2 months, so this topic was subdued. It was put in on the back seat for 2 months. Now that the IPL is over, probably after the World Test Championship, also this meeting will happen, and the final decision would eventually be taken, and we'll get to know that where will the Asia Cup 2023 be played. As I said, there's a very high chance it might happen in Sri Lanka. Coming on to the final news, the summer of cricket for England has begun. Uh, Today, it will in few hours, England will play its first match for the international summer, and that will be against Ireland. It's a one-off test against Ireland, which begins today at the home of cricket, that is Lords. It will be a four-day test match. It will be a four-day test match, and Ben Stokes will lead the side. But there are several changes in the squads, even though the captain is same. But there are certain changes in the squad. James Anderson and Ollie Robinson, the two pillars of the bowling lineup, were ruled out of the Ireland game due to injury issues. So they had certain injuries, they had certain niggles, and they have been ruled out of the Ireland game. Ireland will be captained by Andrew Balberini, who has a great experience in leading the side. He is one of the most experienced players in the Ireland team. And Ireland played a three-day practice game against Essex at the county ground, and they won by 10 wickets. So Ireland has some good momentum with them. They won by 10 wickets in a three-day practice game against Essex. So we'll wait. We'll have to wait and see how England sees this match. Obviously, they'll be going for a win under Ben Stokes and Brendan McCallum. 3 day, 2 day. It doesn't matter how many days a test match has. They will eventually go for a win. They won't settle for a draw so easily. That has been the case with the England team for the last 1.5 years now, if not more. So we'll have to wait and see how they play, and it's a very, 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 very important summer for England because the Australian team is coming to England for the Ashes. After the World Test Championship final, the Ashes will begin soon, and it's a five-match test series which not just the England or the Australian fans but the cricket fans all over the globe, the test cricket fans all over the globe enjoy and watch every day. And if it's in Australia, they wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. If it's in England, they start watching in the evening till the late night. Ashes is one thing that nobody wants to miss. The war of words starts before the war between the battle between the bat and the ball, and it is something you wait to see. And because of Ashes only, I guess James Anderson and Ollie Robinson were dropped from the Ireland, were given rest rather from the Ireland series so that they can recover well and be fully fit for the all important Ashes. So this was the news for the day. This is what all happened in the last 24 hours in the world of cricket. We have so much of cricket. We have so much of cricket coming up. WTC final, Ashes, the Afghanistan series. India will be playing Afghanistan for three ODI matches, if not more, and then the Caribbean series. India will be traveling to the West Indies. Then it will be followed by the Asia Cup, where it will be played. That is yet to be seen, but Asia Cup, and then probably eventually the ODI World Cup 2023 that will be played in India later this year. So it's a packed schedule for other teams and also obviously for India in the coming months. So you guys please stay tuned to Cricket Next. You have all the latest news on Cricket Next. You have amazing stories. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get so many amazing stories to listen to, hear, to see rather. Uh, what's been happening in the world of cricket. You can follow us across our social media platforms, be it Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can ask us questions. You can give your opinions. Our comment section. Our social media is always open for comments or questions or opinions. Like Nandan Singh just asked us today about the WTC final. Can India win or not? You can also ask your opinions, your questions. We love to take questions. We rather see it more of a discussion where you guys are also part of this discussion. We have lives, we have our experts coming live every day, talking cricket, talking about various topics, and now probably slowly all the focus will be shifted to WTC final. So you guys, you may have so many opinions about a certain player, about a certain team, about a certain topic in the Indian cricket team. You may have questions, you may have opinions to share with us. Please send us your opinions, your questions. We'll take them up, we'll discuss, and let's make this a very big discussion with Cricket Next and all the viewers, all of you guys. Join us at 6:30 every day, 6:30 p.m. We do a morning bulletin every day, Monday to Friday at 9:30 a.m. So connect with us, ask us questions, give your opinions, and enjoy this jam-packed cricket schedule of the year. So please stay tuned to Cricket Next, क्योंकि cricket मतलब cricket next. Thank you and have a nice day. A very good morning to everyone.